What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and we all know that She-Hulk is bad. It is an objectively bad show. In fact, it's one of the shows that was pretty universally memed on. It has its audience. Okay, all right, Zoomers who hate men. All right, that's who the show's for. All right, it's great. All 12 of you can enjoy that. However, it's actually managed to get worse and worse with each episode, and that's actually difficult to do. Usually a show will start slow and gradually build. Or if it's like Rings of Power, it starts slow and it just stays slow forever. But now they've deployed the Stan accounts. What are Stan accounts? Well, they're Twitter accounts with like Marvel and Star Wars, like images, like profile photos that have like, they'll follow like 10,000 people and they'll have like 10,000 followers. And occasionally they'll have viral tweets. It is my opinion that these accounts are either owned by Marvel Advertising or, some shell corporation underneath Marvel or Disney, or operated directly by Marvel or Disney. It's the only realistic expectation, but this particular account is absolutely golden. And we're going to get right into that after a quick word from this video's sponsor, Sheath. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor. That's right, Sheath. These boxers are designed to keep your balls off your legs. Sheath has 3 individual compartments to keep everything down there separate and cool and comfortable. And hey, since they've been a long-time sponsor, I've heard from many of you who have tried out Sheath and really love it. They were invented by a U.S. Army soldier who came up with the idea for Sheath during his second tour in Iraq, where it was hot as heck and his boys needed to breathe. And on top of all sorts of awesome designs for Sheath, they've added all sorts of winter items, hoodies, gator necks, and all sorts of base layers. Head on over to the link in the description and pinned comment down below. Use my promo code to save and support the channel and keep everything nice, cool, and dry. Sorry, incels, not all content is made for you. Now, this account has 10,000 followers, and you can see it is very clearly what I would call a Stan account. It is a Twitter account that is She-Hulk. A lot of people think tweets from this account are the official She-Hulk account. I noticed right away that it wasn't verified, and then I realized that the verified one is actually She-Hulk, which is the appropriate spelling. Now, why is this account allowed to exist? Well, because it's owned by Disney or its marketing arm. You want to know why I know that? Not just the motivation for these accounts, which seems odd and antithetical to how normal people would spend their time, but let's just take a look at it from a copyright protection perspective. The fact that somebody owns twitter.com/She-Hulk and that Marvel has not claimed it or shut it down tells you everything you need to know. There is no way that Marvel or Disney would allow an account so clearly meant to impersonate their primary brand unless it owned it. Now, there might be Twitter accounts called like She-Hulk Superfan or She-Hulk is the Needle Burrito, okay? They're not going after those accounts. But this is literally twitter.com/She-Hulk. You work for Marvel. Now, there's a small percentage that the person that runs this, there's a small chance that the person that runs this account is like that pathetic, that their entire existence is about working for free to promote a corporation. It's possible. You could see, unless you follow me, I won't see your reply or quote tweet. They have been deliberately limited to filter out dude bros. And then hashtag She-Hulk, She-Hulk attorney at law, Loki, Star Trek, The Boys, Doctor Who, Good Omens. What? I don't get it. They move from account to account, and now there's this shirt that they're selling saying, sorry, incels, not all content is made for you. Now, this is an account, okay? It's very clearly copyright infringement, but either you believe what I believe, that these accounts are either run by directly or watched so very closely by Marvel or Disney, or you believe that a zillion-dollar corporation in Disney allows accounts to print this, right? And you see, you know, and you follow me. What a complete loser. Imagine this is your life. Simping for a television show. Your entire existence. Oh, they're so relatable. I need coffee. I need a nap. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're just like me. Now, you have all these accounts, right? All these tweets, right? In my opinion, at the absolute minimum, the tweets on this account are supported by the show's creators and showrunners. Okay, let's say I'm dead wrong. Marvel doesn't own it. It's literally a basement dwelling loser who shills for a multinational corporation for free. Let's say that's even true. Yikes. Okay, but let's say that that's true. You see, money? Is someone giving me money? Not getting anything, pal. Saying, oh, I'm not a paid account. So let's say that's the reality, okay? That you work for She-Hulk, marketing it for free. That's your life. Brutal. Sad, okay? Puts out this tweet that goes viral. Sorry, incels, not all content's made for you. 63,000 likes. Everybody gets in on it here. Shoot, a lot of people think this is the actual account. Shoot, and I love that this is just all media now. Incels was a term used to refer to women who were older who emphasized career over family and found themselves unable to find men. Oops. Oops. I can't believe the director is blaming men for the failure of the show. She-Hulk is my favorite show about women whose superpower is making all the men in the world look like complete a-holes. And you see, you know, be nice if you credited me, mate. So they stole this. Weekly Planet Posters, who has 10,000 followers, they stole this from them and did not credit them. Now, memes are, you know, you can seize the memes of production, so to speak. But, like, it's funny. You know, well, I now love a show I haven't seen yet. This is who it's meant to appeal to. Is like, yeah, or pretty much anyone else. Reminding that the show is still horrible. And even the TV reviews. Like the reviews of the latest episodes, right? Is She-Hulk getting worse? Some fans think so. Quality has never been a more hotly debated topic regarding the MCU than now as Phase 4 nears its end. After Avengers Infinity Game and Infinity Saga, Marvel Studios left itself a high bar to match with Phase 4, but many believe the latest batch of blockbuster movies and Disney Plus series have not delivered. Between divisive CGI, arguments over short runtimes, the term woke constantly being thrown around, Phase 4 just is not landing for a lot of fans. She-Hulk Attorney at Law, Marvel Studios' latest Disney Plus series, has been no exception as viewers lay into its comedy handling of Hulk and cringe nature. The series began with a heavy focus on She-Hulk's connections to Hulk during her origin story before turning the focus to the Abomination's parole case, but the show has since begun to follow a case of the week format, with stories such as Wong versus Blaze, which was packed with Ghost Rider references, and Walters for Tatiana versus Tatiana. Now there are a lot of like deep cut references on this show, and I'll give them credit for that. It's like they have a person in charge of that. Perhaps the strongest division of the fan base came with episode 3 as Pug entered a legal battle with shape-shifting Light Elf, who posed as Megan Thee Stallion. The case ultimately led to the infamous She-Hulk twerking that failed to resonate with many and start up viral controversy. So at the last 3 episodes have all proven divisive across social media after Marvel Studios' latest launched to a strong reception. That begs the question, is She-Hulk getting worse? Some fans think so. The argument for She-Hulk's deteriorating quality can be seen reflected in the average IMDb ratings for each episode. The first 5 installments gradually decreased in rating from episodes 1, 6.5 to episode 5's 5.4. The 4th installment was the only exception that saw a slight bump up to its predecessor. On Twitter, the Ghost responded to a clip of She-Hulk. It's like every episode is getting worse. The show is really hard to watch. The She-Hulk series is getting dangerously close to being unwatchable. It seems like each new episode is worse than the previous. Anyways, keep up the great work, House of the Dragon. You can see, I try not to tweet negative things out into the world, but this newest episode of She-Hulk might be the worst 40 minutes of television I've ever seen. I don't understand the point of this show. If they aren't getting to the point, they are taking time with nonsense. She-Hulk keeps getting worse and worse. Every episode left me feeling unsatisfied. Dear God, She-Hulk is getting worse, if that's even possible. Just finished watching She-Hulk. The first episode was decent, but getting worse after each episode. So painful to watch. This is a new low for Marvel after Thor: Love and Thunder, which was one of the only redeeming things about the new Thor movie is the villain played by Christian Bale. I'd agree with that. What about the other thing? Man, comedic elements ruin almost everything. Yeah, the new Thor movie was just not very good. And again, look, TV, She-Hulk is the new latest episode. She-Hulk is mostly inconsequential in episode 6. It's like this is the peak content to consume as opposed to actually creating programs. When you have your own network like Disney Plus and you have to deliver things for people to open your app and watch, this is what you get. You bring in some good writers for maybe the first episode and the last episode, and you fill in the middle with absolute trash that people will just watch. And that's ultimately what this is. It's just content. And if you have to rely on stan accounts calling everyone incels to get 60,000 likes, I mean, that's more people like this tweet than watch the show. Is that an accomplishment? I guess for some loser who thinks Twitter matters. I hope you enjoyed this video though. And if you did, make sure you leave a like on it and you click that red subscribe button down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.